y'all know me. Y'all, if you've been subscribed to this platform for any type of significant time, you know I take my brain to places that most people don't. That's why they call me the Hoops Pharaoh. I got to thinking, with everything going on in the last 24 hours, I couldn't even deep dive into the Russell Westbrook trade like I wanted to because I had to immediately flip into draft mode like an hour after the Westbrook trade was pretty much done. But I want to just kind of stop and think about one guy specifically, right? Everybody's going to talk about LeBron, and was LeBron okay with the Westbrook trade? We're finding out that, yes, he was. That's great. But LeBron's about to be into his 19th season, right? As in the NBA, and most of it has been at an elite level, right? And he's obviously towards the end of his prime. He'll be 37, in December. We're expecting LeBron to be slowly coming out of his prime. But Anthony Davis is in his late 20s. He should be peak of prime, right? Getting right there at his best. Hitting that spot right now. NBA champion just like 10 months ago. I want to know what Anthony Davis is thinking today about the Russell Westbrook trade. Like, was it one of those things where LeBron was just like, yo, bro, we can get Brody. We finna get Brody. And AD was like, all right, bro, that's cool. Or was AD like pushing it? Like, yeah, no, let's go get Brody. We can get that. Because if I'm Anthony Davis, I'm thinking a multitude of things right now, right? Remember, that Los Angeles Lakers organization, in their heart of hearts, believes that they were going to repeat as champions had AD been healthy this season, and as we entered the offseason last season. And obviously, AD's body failed himself, and it failed his team. And that's where I believe a lot of this urgency comes from with Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss, and the Lakers. And I'm just kind of thinking this thing through like, I wonder how AD feels. Is he receptive to knowing, dang, man, my body is pretty fragile. I get injured often. I get it. They're protecting themselves from me, right? Or is he like, bruh, we didn't need no other stars. Me and Bron were great enough. I'm telling y'all, I'm going to recommit my body. Like, give me a break, y'all. We won a championship. We had the quickest turnaround in NBA history coming off the NBA Finals in the bubble. We had to go right back to work. We really didn't have an offseason. I was on the cover of NBA 2K. A lot was going on in my life. My relationship was picking up. Mind you, it was still my first year round in LA. Like, yo, give me a break, will you? Sheesh. Like, yo, we could get this done with just me and Bron. And the only reason why I bring that up is for AD, maybe getting Westbrook puts him back a year or two as being the number one guy in LA. This man has admittedly wanted his jersey up in the Raptors with the Shaquille O'Neals of the world, the Kobe Bryants of the world, the Magics, the Wilts, the Kareems in that Laker regime. And to get it done, he's got to be a guy that averages, 25 and 10 in his prime, right? That's what it's going to take to get up there in them Raptors and win championships and be looked at as a 1 or 2 option on championship teams. We've seen a lot. And obviously, Anthony Davis is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Let me be clear, as long as he stays healthy. But we've seen a lot, specifically with LeBron, of third options go under the rim. The Chris Boshes of the world, the Kevin Loves. This is what happens. When you become a third option to LeBron, when he's got a perimeter guy at guard, getting a lot of the shots, and he's still getting his, it typically has been that forward or center taking a step back. Chris Bosh and Kevin Love could talk to you a little bit about that. I wonder what Anthony Davis is thinking, though, because in those previous situations, they all came together at once in Cleveland and in Miami. In this situation, LeBron and AD were already together. And not only were they already together, they already had success. And Anthony Davis has a real argument to say, bruh, we're coming off the shortest offseason in NBA history. Give me a break. So I'm just saying, I understand the panic mode. That's why I was one of the people who was never upset at the Brooklyn Nets for how they went about going and getting James Harden, because I do believe that team only needs Kevin Durant and one other star. Now, we can go back and forth over, do you believe it could be Kyrie or Harden? I see arguments for both, right? Both talents could be Kevin Durant's co-star. But I always had understood where Brooklyn was coming from going and getting James Harden. Keep in mind, it was when Kyrie was on his sabbatical. He stopped playing basketball, apparently because of the riot at the Capitol, which, look, I understand Kyrie is a loving person and a kindful and thought-provoking person. Here's the thing. That ain't necessarily have anything to do specifically with Kyrie Irving's life. And if I got Kevin Durant in my prime, we got to figure something out. We can't just wait on that. Like, we got KD, an all-time great in his prime. top 20 player all the time. Like, no, we going to go get somebody else. And that's how Harden ended up, one of the best regular season players we've seen in quite some time, which is James, right? So, I mean, I get it. You know, I got that one. I didn't argue with Brooklyn. I understand why they did it. And I understand why the Lakers did this with Westbrook. Now, I would have went, and you know, since they were willing to bring in that cap, I would have tried to see if I could fleece Chris Paul over Brody. But, you know, here we are. It is Russell Westbrook alongside LeBron James, Anthony Davis. And we're going to talk about LeBron a lot today in the upcoming weeks and even in the season. We're going to talk about Westbrook a lot. But I wonder if Anthony Davis is feeling a little forgotten today. I wonder, as he plays Call of Duty or Apex, I wonder, is he like, man, they got him because of what they think I'm not anymore.